Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Grillin with V. I'm Vanessa. Today we're going to be unboxing my Pit Boss 700 FB wood pellet grill. Let's just see, turn this around. So there it is, 8-in-1. It can grill, braise, barbecue, bake, sear, roast, smoke, and char grill. So some features: it has a wood pellet fuel, LED digital control, flame broiler technology, a 21-pound hopper, so easy, just fit a 20-pound bag in there. It has a removable upper rack, and then it has a clean out chute, so any unused pellets that you don't want to store inside in the hopper overnight can definitely be like taken out, because you don't want your pellets to collect any moisture. And then also has like the grease trap on the side as well. So let's start unboxing and putting together. So far, while unboxing, I've taken out some instructions, looks like some legs, the rack, and this is what we have inside the box. So it looks like most of it's assembled already, but looks like I'll probably have to rip the box open to probably get that out by myself. now that we have all the legs on and the bottom shelf, we're just going to tighten everything up now so we can then put it on its wheels and we can start working on the barrel. Wheels should be able to spin freely. Alright, now that everything is together on the bottom, let's flip it over. So just for the people that don't really know how a wood pellet grill works, this is your hopper. It has a digital temp gauge kind of thing. So, you know, you have your smoke setting and then like kind of like oven settings. It goes from 200 to, this one is high at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And what you'll do is you'll take your wood pellets, there's flavored pellets, and you actually fill this hopper. You fill your hopper with wood pellets, and then down there, that spindle, that's the auger. And when this turns on, the auger will start spinning, and it's a corkscrew, and it will start pushing the pellets into the middle of your grill. Out of that hole right there. And then that's an electric igniter. That thing's gonna glow red hot and it's gonna start igniting your pellets, and that's how it's fueled. Your pot will start creating a fire, and then that's how your grill heats up. So we're just about to install the broiler plates. Not sure, I don't think you can really see this on video. You can kind of see it there. There's like a lot of residue from the packaging. This is why we want to do like the initial first burn, and that's why it's like super important. Also, the one cool feature about the Pit Boss that I've heard, and I don't think any other pellet grill has, is the charring feature. So like it has like the slits, the grates. So you can have a char broil on this type of pellet grill. So if you want to do a steak or something like that, you can get that nice sear on there. Here's like the broil adjuster. So this is actually the cover that covers those grates, so you can have indirect cooking. So this is what it looks like without the grates, or like the broiler option. There, now it's open to do some charring and closed. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's actually on a slant, so it helps get the grease from one side down into the drip pot. These grates are cast iron. So the completion of the grill is done. I'll eventually remove all those stickers, but yeah, it has nice wheels, shelf, grease trap bucket, cast iron grills, a top shelf, 21-pound hopper, digital read. Not sure if you can see that right there. That is a hole to do your thermometer or your probe, so it doesn't get in the way of the lid and letting smoke out and everything. And also this top grate can actually be moved forward. It has like a lot of different settings on the side. Let's see if you can see those. So there's one setting, two setting, setting the flash on. No, I can't do the video. But yeah, there's 4 different settings. There's 1, 2, and then there's also 2 back there. So you can actually flip this around to have it more forward or deeper. So that's the deepest setting right there. So I'll close her up. Like I said, I'll get rid of all the stickers and stuff. There you go. She's ready for the initial burn, to burn everything off. We'll start getting everything ready after we clean that mess up. Stay tuned. Now to remove those stickers. I also wanted to comment, I only needed 3 tools for this job. I used a Phillips screwdriver, a 1/2 inch socket wrench, and a pair of scissors. To be honest, I was really impressed with this build and the fact that I was able to do it all by myself. So we're kind of running out of daylight here, and I think it's also like 9:30 and I haven't eaten dinner yet. So we're just gonna pack it up for the night. I did order a stand broil barbecue cover off of Amazon. To be honest, I was kind of cheap and I didn't buy the Pit Boss one. The difference was like the Pit Boss one was like close to $100. I think it was like $93, and I think I paid $50 for this one. Honestly, it's like fit. Pretty impressed with the fit. Covers it really nicely. It's made of like a really strong material. So yeah, that's a stand broil brand off of Amazon. I think it was like, yeah, $55 or $50. Super happy with it. Until tomorrow though, we will then do like our initial burn off phase, and then hopefully, I don't know, maybe we might cook tomorrow too. Who knows? So it's the next morning and we're about to prime the hopper for its first initial burn here. I've already taken out all the components from the grill. Just kind of placed them over here. I have it plugged in. The dial is in the off position. All right, we're gonna prime the auger by turning it to the smoke setting. You can hear the fan turn on. If you can look closely, the auger is starting to spin. We're gonna run this for about 1 minute. Alright, so that's been about 1 minute, and I'm starting to see a little bit of smoke here, which is a pretty good thing. Alright, so now that the hopper's all primed, we'll then start putting in the pellets to do the initial burn. So the wood pellets I decided to use are the Pit Boss Competition Blend and the Traeger Signature Blend. They're both 20-pound bags. And the only difference is the Pit Boss was $20 and the Traeger was $23 here in British Columbia. Since the Pit Boss was cheaper, we're going to use those pellets to do the initial burn off for the pellet grill. I've set up 2 bins to hold the pellets. I have also a filter, a sieve here, to kind of sift through any of the sawdust that are usually at the bottom, that we don't get any sawdust into the hopper. So now that we filled the hopper with pellets, we're gonna go ahead and close the lid. We're going to set the dial on the smoke setting. Hear it fire up. And that P4 setting is just how fast the auger rotates. We're gonna keep everything at default setting for now. And then we should start to see, after about 3 minutes, the pellets start to come out of the auger, and then have the igniter light the pellets. While we're waiting for the pellets to come through the auger, I actually just took some time to sift through the rest of the Pit Boss bag. And I'm gonna say, I'm really impressed that there's not that much sawdust. After the whole entire bag, there's that much. And that was literally at just like the very end of the bag. I think there's like less than a tablespoon of sawdust. So I think next time, I think it's safe to say that unless if I'm at the very bottom of the bag, I am comfortable with just putting it right into the bin. Alright, we're starting to see our very first bit of pellets coming through. So now that the pellets are starting to come through, we're going to turn this off and start putting all of the components back into the grill to do our first initial burn. Now that we have all the components in the pellet grill, we're now going to turn up the temperature to 350 to do the initial burn. So as you can see there, we have it at 350 and what the actual setting is. As you can see, I'm not really sure if you can see, but there's a little bit of smoke starting to billow out. Not sure if you can see the burn pot in there. I'll try to do a video without all this stuff in of the burn pot. But yeah, it's really starting to smoke now. So now that everything is starting to catch on fire, we'll close the lid for the next 30 to 40 minutes. So I just emptied the Traeger brand wood pellet bag, and I actually got a significant bit more of the sawdust and smaller bits and pieces. To me, I don't think it's enough to totally turn me off of these pellets. But I'd probably say there's, I don't know, maybe 3 times the amount that there was in the Pit Boss bag. Here are the 2 pellets side by side. Pit Boss, Traeger, both their competition and signature blends. Visually looking at them close up, the Traeger pellets look a bit longer. They both have like the really nice gloss shine to them, which is really good. They're fresher. But yeah, I'm happy, can't wait to cook with them. So it's been about a half hour at 350. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna turn the, slide the broiler over, and then we'll boost it up to 450. Oh yeah. That looks awesome. Alright. Close the lid. We'll turn this dial up to 450. So you can see there, 450 set. Perfect. We'll set that for another 10 minutes. Alright. Alright, so it's been about 45 minutes. 40 minutes. I did 30 minutes at 350, and then I did 10 minutes at 450. Dial seems to be corresponding with that, the digital one now. So we're just going to take a look at all the parts. Everything seems to look pretty good. I'm gonna start turning this off. So one of the features of the Pit Boss is that even if it's in the off position, you will still hear the fan going. And that's essentially just to put out any kind of burning residue that's like left in the burning pot. So now that the grill is cooled down, I took apart all the components. As you can see, there's all the ash that's kind of left behind. This is why it's important to wipe out or vacuum out in between your grills. That way you don't get any ash inside your food. So I'm just going to put this all back together again, and hopefully for our next video I plan to do 2 chickens on it. I'm going to try to conquer whether to do breast side up, breast side down. So I'm going to prep them the exact same way with the exact same rub. But like I said, I'll just put one breast down, one breast up, and see what the outcome is.